the distance. It's FaZe Clan, it's Spirit, it's Vertigo.
Yeah, I really wonder if this was like a big brain move out of FaZe, right? Because Team Spirit, they were the ones who kind of floated, left it to FaZe, whether or not this went to Vertigo or Ancient. And I don't know if they would have anticipated a Vertigo pick. So let's see what happens here. Fast up A for Team Spirit. They're running down the A bomb site. They're looking for a plant through the smoke. Mir finds one. Lots of bodies here. All players that are left alive are in this A bomb site fighting for control.
Yeah, nice cover for SDY as well. Keeps it in the favor. Spirit can now just tuck, right? There's currently no kit for FaZe. Maybe there's one dropped on the ground, but they need to get on the bomb soon. Push coming in, and the tap from Sundar Young is sublime. No way FaZe are going to be picking up this round. They are getting beaten to the punch. Twice chased down, and Spirit find that first. Lovely little stuff. And yeah, no hesitance for Spirit, just straight into A with a quick smoke. Love the pace there. And FaZe, back to the drawing board, back to the Deegs. However, if there's one thing we've seen in this series, it's been good conversions from Spirit's pistol.
Yeah, they've not really struggled with it, have they? You do have a lot of utility here for FaZe. That's going to come in handy, right? You can try almost go for like an Inferno-esque smoke delay play, but it is going to hinge on fighting for this ramp control. The fact that you don't have it already is a bit of a bad sign. It means that now Team Spirit getting up through the short side means this Deeg player trying to peek down ramp has had to relinquish this control. You can still delay them with the smokes, right? You can keep re-smoking short. You can make that a real nuisance for Team Spirit to get. And that might, you know, kind of make this A play taper off, or at least have to come in through the top of ramp as a bit of a guarantee. While this is all going on, Mir's trying to sneak out through mid. Spirit showing that they're pretty willing to fight, right? These are some very wide angles getting taken. They are looking for these players in the A bomb site. Thus far, I haven't been able to find them. Wall of smokes is in, and they're going to try and push up behind it. With two on the short side, these guys are able to keep fighting, even with the smokes down.
Yeah, they're waiting for Mir, though. He's activated. He's found a double already, killing a B player, and now an A player. So now the T's can just flood the site and win every other engagement. Olaf alone. Deagle in hand, and oh, that could have been it. Could have been the beginning of something, but Dexter 3 kills will not let Olaf back in, and Spirit find their second. Yeah, nice basic round, just keeping enough pressure on A that FaZe had numbers there. They had 3 stacked on A the entire time, and that gave a lot of room for Mir in middle. Spirit looked fairly comfortable to begin, and FaZe, it's fine. It's an early game. No strangers to comebacks on either team. And we've got full nades here. So where do FaZe want to lob them? Back down B, it seems.
All right, Carrigan testing the Overwatch capabilities or something, like watching them through the floor. That's all well and good. Here's the ramp, so he's going to call for these nades to come back round. However, will they survive the crossing in mid? Yeah, it's all well and good. They do deal with Mir. Carrigan's melted in the A bomb site. And I like this from Spirit, right? They're just running it down. This is actually great to dodge the impact of this nade stack. You can't nade the bomb planter if you can't get into CT and elevator.
Yeah, that's such a flex for Spirit, man. You're right. I mean, they didn't know there were 5 HEs there, but they actually make the perfect play to counteract it. Just in your face. FaZe never throw half the nades. And Spirit go 3-0 up, as is tradition. Here's the buy. Brokey on the AWP. Always a good sign. Dexter, he doesn't have the AWP. He could have. He bought a Krieg instead, mate. He's 8-0. We see a lot of AWPers try Kriegs. Simple's used it. Nico's given it a go. And yeah, I mean, the headshot with this gun is not fun to be on the receiving end of.
Ooh, over here at ramp, there's a bit of an exchange. Smokes are down. FaZe is still fighting for this control. They've got a deep smoke to complement the one-way at top ramp. Mir is once again given a lot of levity over here in mid. No one's actually even considering this. So Mir's position, oh, there's Brokey going back. Okay, it's good that Brokey makes that check happen. Mir was getting a lot of real estate and could have done some real damage. Now you've kind of thinned the herd out. You've dodged this wraparound that was coming in, and you've started to piece together a very good understanding of what the game plan was for Team Spirit in this round.
Yeah, Brokey's still here with the AWP, and he's back in with another. pushed up on short with cover from a rifle. Olof above the smoke catches Magic's, and Dexter's looking to trade. He does. Jumps right back on the sandbags, no fear. So 2-on-3 here. They know about the AWP. Was trapped at short earlier. They're still getting pressure from Rain, and he's got another kill, leaving Sunday Young in the clutch. If Brokey wants, he can walk up and activate on this flank. They just need to make contact first. Sunday Young yet to be spotted, creeping and crawling into the bomb site. And there's surely no way out here. Double peek can come in as soon as contact's made. And Rain's put the pressure on. Forget Brokey. It's the two rifles that look to lock this round in here for FaZe Clan. SDY trying to isolate a fight, and in fact the AWP has gone wide. Brokey ready to close. Oh, he turns, but he still hits the flick right back. FaZe on the board, Brokey with a 3-piece. That's what you like to see.
It's pretty common for Carrigan to keep little tricks up his sleeve like this, right? You know, leaning into Vertigo. For me, it is the fact that it was FaZe to have made that call that feels significant. You know, it was them to decide to take it here. A part of me also wonders, what with Twists in the squad, right? Liquid always had Vertigo as like a bit of a backbone of the team.
Yeah.
So surely he's bringing in a lot of knowledge, a lot of ideas as to how he wants to approach this. Carrigan as well liked it back in Mouse Sports, so it makes sense that they're going to have a game plan here, right? They're going to have stuff prepped. They've got some strong Vertigo players, sure, despite the fact that we haven't seen this FaZe squad or previous FaZe squads really lean into this map at all.
Yeah, I like that Carrigan's got the Krieg as well, picked up from Dexter. He likes an AUG, but now Krieg on the CT side, that can get really filthy. Flash for Olof, he gets out of close wood. And that's well timed because mollies are coming in, and even a boost. Got to watch out for that molly touching you. Yeah, I was going to say through. Oh no, through the wood. And now they know. Now they're expecting it. Twists. Going to wall bang out Magic's. I don't know if he would have heard it from that range. He's just giving it a spam. And boy, was that the right call to make. I feel like that wood spot is so hard to get value from. I love the left side boost that you can do for that headshot angle. Instead, lets you jump up on Tetris and often avoid this quad player. Twists. Still sat back, relaxing, waiting for everyone to commit, and they shall eventually.
Yeah, it's a contact play, and there's no Molotov to burn out Twists. That's actually pretty huge, right? That's one of the best ways to deal with this position. You just molly it, and that's like a free kill if it doesn't get smoked. At least if it gets smoked, you get the info. They don't have that, so they've got to go in and play reactively to Twists. He's on for a double before the trades come in, and just Dexter left out in the open. Olof's going to find him. FaZe Clan take a second, and it's very, very similar to how all these other maps have begun, right? Team Spirit finding a pistol, getting conversions, rifles come out, and FaZe immediately apply the pressure once more. They're looking for the equalizer now. They've broken the money of Spirit, and so the equalizer should feel as good as done if you're on the FaZe squad.
Yeah, just about putting that number on the board at the end of the day. And you're right, it really shouldn't be too much of a challenge with this investment. We've got fast players over Spirit. FaZe going to hear it and get ready. Carrigan with a Krieg, finding the opening kill. And he is not contained. He's going back for more. Eventually flash back out. Going to re-aggro on short side instead. Dexter getting even tagged through the wall. And I mean, if you've stopped at this point, if you're Spirit, it's very hard to start up again, right? There's no util to pop you around the corner. Rain about to find Chopper, moving up, very low health. And that should be free for him. Doubled up for Rain. And, well, this is all just the inevitable happening here for Spirit. Trickling apart. Oh. Carrigan needs some help.
Yeah, he might need a bit of assistance here. It was meant to be nice and easy. Brokey could be the guy. Him and Twist's gonna help out. Yeah, they lose Carrigan.
Oh,
it's all well and good. They don't keep the Krieg.
Oh. I mean, I saw her let him down there, you know. It's not a perfect gun by any means. But it is nice having something different, having something new on that CT side. Anyway, 3-3. And we still haven't seen these T-side orbs. Whether it were an option earlier, they are no longer now. FaZe, however, have continued to don theirs on Brokey, and he had that lovely little 3-piece on the A site, so we know he's comfortable. Warmed in, going back for more.
Considering how powerful the Krieg was, though, I think it's in a really good spot right now, right? Like, we see Magic's donning it again.
Yeah.
That's because you can't afford the AWP, right? But the Krieg is still a nice anti-AWPing weapon. It still gives you something that can contest with the AWP at range. And, you know, if Brokey, not that he misses much, but if he misses a shot up against this Krieg in a head-to-head bout, the Krieg normally wins that. So it just gives you a little extra bit of oomph when it comes to countering this AWP if you can't afford one of your own. And it feels more situational, which is right where the Krieg should be.
Yeah, Carrigan tries to get aggressive. He hears the molly come in and wants to catch the player with nades out. Instead, he gets headshot, and the AWP has to back up from what its intended position as Sandbags was. Now Rain pushed on short. If he activates, he could try and find a timing here. Doesn't want to go too soon, however, and be caught when Spirit are holding. Jump up for Magic's punished as Rain shoots him right in the face with that AK. And now Brokey, it's his chance to dance. Spirit, they've got to commit 30 seconds. Smoke's going over, flashes to follow, and now the util has run dry. Brokey giving up the bomb site, leaves Rain on an island right now. He needs to hold on his own, so Brokey comes out for support. I love this double setup for FaZe, but Rain has been dropped through the wall, and Brokey now has no cover. He's removed as well. It's gone perfect for Spirit. One man left up at the bomb site on his lonesome, bomb planted, and Olof might be thinking about getting alive. They won't let him survive. Double faced from the site, and Twist to save.
Yeah, it's a bit sad in that round there, man. You know, you drew attention to Brokey barreling through that smoke to go and join up with Rain. And if that did continue to be a double setup, it could have had some pretty decent results. It's the fact that Rain is spammed out through the wall. And then I don't know if it's just miscommunication or Brokey just deciding to dedicate to an angle. I think at that point it is just the latter, right? But yeah, he gets sidelined from the players coming up through ramp.
Yeah, it's not like Rain got rushed or anything and Brokey knew they were close. Like Rain literally just got spammed through yellow. So at that point, you know, you don't know which T is coming first, left or right. Brokey, you don't want to post up on an angle and then turn and get peeked from said angle. So yeah, that's just a bit of a mess. Didn't go to plan for FaZe. And what that round could have been, maybe if you got hid, but then the smokes would have come down and it, you know, again, useless until the post plant, really. A post plant the FaZe never really attempted. So one safe gun and a rebuy here. Spirit take the lead for now.
This is good, though. It's fitting for a third map that we already have something that's a little more back and forth early on, right? A lot of the other games so far have started off with pistol rounds for Spirit, then a streak of rounds out of FaZe, and then we normally get like a late game return in which Spirit start to build back in. This time, you know, from the get-go, they've bought the rifles in and they've kept the lead in their favor up 4-3. They're back with ramp control, but they are looking at other avenues in this round. Usually, they've had like 4 bodies towards ramp trying to contest for this territory. Time will have to serve for us to see whether or not this is still going to come back into an A play with this ramp control. It does look like it. They were just holding this default early, making sure that FaZe don't get aggressive. They know that Carrigan's going to be looking for solutions, and oftentimes a bit of aggro over towards B or mid can be that solution.
Well, that solution was the same on Inferno, Harry. Think about the city side right at the end, right? Carrigan pushing down Banana, then those mid pushes that eventually one phase the map. So yeah, not against it by any means. Here comes Spirit though, another A commit with the smokes down. This time Carrigan has Rain alongside him fighting in front of the smokes, even over them, but he's blinded and made redundant Magics with a double entry, looking for a third, and he's done a lot of damage to Brokey, trapped in on short. They know it, they've got him boxed into a cage, and the bomb has been planted in the meantime. This is a lock-in round for Spirit. You can already see FaZe trying to back on out, and maybe they'll save their guns, but that's all FaZe will get away with in this one.
Yeah, you hate having a cooler save like this, man. You know, you're just getting dealt these relentless A plays. I feel like, you know, as you say, it's been like a year since Team Spirit have played this map. I feel like we're watching Vertigo from, you know, 2019 almost, with the amount of just constant A plays, constant A post plants.
Yeah, I mean, it is still the meta to a degree, but we do see more variety nowadays and people like trying to play away from the meta and like teams that have really cool B executes, like full blanket smokes over the bomb site. So yeah, you know, as a meta gets established, like an anti-meta also follows. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with the A plays though. At the end of the day, if they're working, they're working. Spirit is really, really good at, you know, getting ramp for free. FaZe haven't actually won any ramp fights in this CT side yet. You know, Rain's got a couple on short in the past, but in terms of actually winning the ramp battle, it's been Spirit's every single time. And then it always hits that awkward point in an A round on Vertigo where Spirit, the T's are just sitting on ramp in a 5-on-4 waiting. And there's nothing you can really do at that point if you're FaZe. If you start flash peeking in, you're just going to eventually dig your hole deeper. So yeah, Spirit's executes have been really nice so far.
See, in another way, I look at like the Vertigo A site and the ancient A bomb site as playing very, very similar.
Okay.
You know, like it's all about taking that like lengthy fight, right? Like A main is almost similar to what you get out of like a ramp peak. Plus, I think the post plant nature of these sites is super similar as well. Like all about like backing off to one of your previously owned positions to play around a bomb.
Ramp one out again by Magix. Oh, he's a beast with the Krieg, man. Who knew? It's one thing when I saw it in Dex's hands earlier, Magix is pulling it into every single gun round. Dexter does have the AWP, although yet to be used. Spirit are winning fights everywhere. Finally, Mir did get dropped in middle, but otherwise it's been going pretty damn well for Spirit. 4 players up on ramp, 2 on the A site for FaZe. Rain underarmed here with an SMG. And this is a contact one as well. They've got a smoke, but no flash. As Dexter crawls up, the short players, are they even ready for this one? They're doubled up in the smoke. This is such a weird round.
Yeah.
The aggression's coming in. Chopper's holding for it. The call has been made. They must be short or they're not A. Chopper!
Chopper! Oh no, 4x3. Magix is going to still deal with the short man, but the bomb's dropped out in the open. Oh dear. The alarm bells are going off. They're waiting for Dexter to come back, but he's all the way in CT. Magix is out on this little island, having to get the job done single-handedly. Dexter has got to get moving. He's got to pick up some pace here, throwing flashes for Magix, but he's not peeking on the back of them. Dexter needs to get that bomb down. Magic's dead on the sandbags, and now it is just Dexter. They know he's in the site. He's made noise. He's throwing flashbangs and twists, peeks out and rids us of Dexter. So FaZe are up onto 4. I am a little bit, you know, because it felt like Dexter was still considering other positions early on. I thought they knew that both players were there.
No, they only spotted one because Chopper, who was sat down in that corner, he knew that they could be short. That call was made by Dexter. Like, he's up, site's clear, everything's clear, just care short. Chopper's sat there, and then as Chopper's about to get pushed up, a ramp flank comes in. His attention's fully on the bottom of ramp. He gets killed from above. He only sees 1 of 2 in that position. And then it all just starts crumbling apart there. Very weird round, but nice double push there for FaZe in that disadvantage. Not one the Spirit are going to be happy with, and you can tell from what they've already started to do. Dexter dishing out death to Karrigan on the A site. And so already Spirit are back up to their usual tricks. 5-on-4, Magix, only a Galil this time, no Krieg today. And that just shows the money woes that are in Spirit's hand right now. They've got to pick up this round. I mean, whoever does will put the other team on eco. So a lot of weight in this one. A lot of waiting as Spirit hold for the bomb to come join them, plus that last player from middle and Mir. And in this waiting, FaZe are reconsidering. They're looking to crunch mid as a unit. 2 players, one from either side, going to peek together. And that's a good info, at least for FaZe, but they need to quickly react and gamble the right bomb site. Only one is actually here. Brokey's playing very passive, and he's been flashed off the angle as Spirit commits.
Yeah, Rain's dead on short, bomb plant coming in, and really, well, if it wasn't for Twist getting that kill, I think this would have just been a save. They might go back to that with him falling an elevator. No, they're still finding ways to claw themselves back into a retakeable round. Now, will this serve as temptation towards demise for FaZe? Will they attempt the 2-on-3, lose out and have nothing? Or do they risk it all for the round. Another out of this AWP on Brokey. Oh, over and into the line of sight of Sunday Young, but the defuse is in regardless. Olaf Meister sticks it, and FaZe Clan make that retake happen.
That should never be a round for FaZe. That should never be around. Spirit is just fighting loose there. They already think it's done. They're ready to close it up, put a bow on it. Instead, it's Brokey hitting shot after shot with this AWP. Whenever he's had it in the right place and he's not been overwhelmed by double faces or these really suffocating executes, Brokey's been beasting. And great little defuse in the smoke there to close the round. Oh my God, Spirit. Ooh. Nice shot from Brokey to start this one off as well. It won't matter. It won't make a hope in any difference, rather. Spirit do lose some health and guns get swapped, but you'll notice this is one of the first rounds they've actually gone elsewhere from that A site. Pushed up on B ramp, Twist in a nice little safe position to grab a freebie, trying to double down. He can't. Sunday Young keeps this in the 4-on-4, and Spirit still have a bit of mid control.
Oh, I like that re-aggression from Olaf. Sunday Young not at all ready for that. And it is these re-aggressive peaks back into these pivotal positions, these swing positions that have secured FaZe a really good spot in this round. You re-aggro at B and A simultaneously. You catch a player on either side of the map. And look at what it's left Team Spirit with. You've lost your prong at A, you've lost your prong at B. Who does that leave you with? Mir in mid. You've got to rejoin with him. And now you're like retaking territory that you needed to have to launch a side take anyway. You know, as they're moving into ramp, Olaf could be anywhere. He could be close left. He could be underneath the stairs. He could be hiding behind the spam spot. He can be Tetris. You're having to retake an area you previously held. This is wasting precious time. There's 10 seconds left as the push is coming in, and Olaf, waiting patiently back in the site, has got the round signed, sealed, and delivered. Brokey finds them both, and FaZe are on to 6.
Doesn't that feel nice? Yeah, great stall for Olaf. Doesn't fight after he reaggresses, just backs up, drops a smoke, lets Brokey kill both crossing players. And if Brokey misses or if Brokey dies, Olaf is there to make sure there's no way that Spirit can plant the bomb. Guaranteed round for FaZe. And yeah, we're starting to see FaZe have a little more fun with it, right? A little more aggression on the CT side. These A short pushes that they've been doing a lot. The re-aggro at B there, clearing mid is 2. It's been good for FaZe. They've warmed back into things, despite the strong start from Spirit out of the gate. We've got a crash player. Magix will be right back, and then we'll be continuing with the action. But worth noting, this follow-up round is going to be pretty poor for Spirit. Got no money. So if you're going to get a drink, if you're going to get a snack, if you're enjoying the Counter-Strike, go do it now. Take your bathroom break. Get something to chew on. And
From the bathroom.
No. Yeah, there are these really cool cakes in the urinals, dude. They're delicious, super minty. Come back and chow down on this Counter-Strike. We're back soon.
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, so, you know, kind of taking stock of this one, considering it was a very, very open playing field. It was very wide open, you know. We didn't know where to put these teams. I like that we're getting something so competitive. I think it was always going to be pretty brawly, right? And it's certainly living up to the hype in that regard. As mentioned, you know, these elimination games have really delivered. I think the threat of exiting CS's first LAN in so long is really spurring people on to stay in it as long as they can. Everyone wants to return to the LAN season feeling like they've accomplished something.
Yeah, for sure. The quality of gameplay has been so much better than the online, time. And I'm sure that's a myriad of reasons. Not only the fact that it's just LAN and therefore everyone's feeling a lot more fluid. The game runs better. You don't have ping problems, but also you know, not just things on the line, but this is what you've been waiting for. A year and a half to finally come back to all of this. You don't want to botch your opportunity.
Here, I'm sure you can relate to this, but like for some of the more inexperienced players in the server, right? Some of these guys embarked upon the entire esports journey with the goal of being at big LAN events, right? Think about the amount of new breakout players we've had, or the guys playing their first LANs. This was the reason they got so invested in the first place, was watching the legends take each other on at the biggest events with the biggest prize pools on the biggest stages. And I think now for a lot of these guys, that dream, you know, making that dream a reality is only just setting in, because for the last, what, year and a half, you've been playing from your bedroom. You've been playing with your friends on the internet, essentially.
No, it certainly doesn't feel the same, right? When you look up and there's a camera in your face and there's an admin behind you, and yeah, for sure, the pressure's on. But as cliche as it is, pressure creates diamonds, Harry. Never heard that one before, I'm sure. But just the sheer amount of aces we've had in this tournament alone just show that people are feeling it, man. People are happy to be back here on LAN, and well, after this map, one team won't be. One team will be eliminated. Spirit right now are broken. They've got just Eagles and Tex. Scout and Magix moving up onto the A ramp. Brokey's here. Got to be careful with this re-aggro. They're just about to walk in, and there's a trade up on A. Magix gets a scout headshot. That's key here for Spirit to get them a little bit closer to this site, but already FaZe are throwing numbers into A. Brokey re-aggroing again. Almost catches Sundai Young, and the second time around he will. 4 on 3, out he goes. Chopper's up close, but he hasn't activated yet. That gives Brokey the room to escape death. And Spirit, with the smokes now fading, are going to have a hard time to plant.
Yeah, they've actually backed out entirely from this site, right? So, like, as though the problem wasn't bad enough, you've now got to retrace old steps as well. And this bomb really not having much of a chance to go down. It would take something remarkable. Like, Magic's going to have to start straight up wall-banging fools with this scout, and instead it's him getting domed from range by Twists, keeping his headshot percentage looking clean. You know me, Hugo. I'm a bit of I'm someone who really, I'm someone who really appreciates the finer things in life, like a high headshot percentage, and that's why I love this guy. That's why I love Twist.
No, you are deadly right there, Harry. And I mean, Twist is the guy to talk about if you want to talk about headshots, as well as you, of course. You know, no one's quite done it in.
No one's quite done it in my fashion, but that's fine.
You know, matchmaking.
We'll get there one day. Here we go, Olaf Meister. Oh, he's even getting a little bit cheeky with it, playing this close angle. Now, I think Sundai Young has definitely heard him dropping down. I don't imagine we get a head-to-head between these two at the B site. I imagine it's a bit of a stalemate waiting game over there. Instead, Rain could be one of these first points of contact over on A. He's tucked in it short, conceding some ramp control. Team Spirit, they've got what they came for so far.
Yeah. It's all the timing of this short aggro. Does Rain want to go back for it? He's been mollied out, but he just smokes it. Gotta watch out for the wall bangs, all too familiar. Magix has been eating grenades this round. Molly and an HE. And still Krieging throughout all of this too. Spirit are waiting for Mira in middle. He's been good at finding kills on these lurks. And really no one's watching other than a player sat back in CT, that's Twists. He's not playing for mid, he's rather just playing for, or rather to deny the split into a bomb site. Brokey's back on A with the Orb. He's really been the star of this A defense with this AWP. And here's that double short push. Look at the timing of it. Oh, dinked. Sundai Young holds strong. Carrigan's still here. He's had a bit of a mare so far, 2 and 9. But this could be the round where he can come alive. There's cover for the plant. And Magix will not let Carrigan deny it, leaving Brokey in the hot seat. He doesn't want to be here. He wants to save, but we've seen them win rounds like this before. However, this will not be one of them. Brokey now essentially alone. Twist in the elevator has really no reason to commit here. He's going to go for it. Denied by the Krieg. Brokey scopes up, and now they know what's going on. Brokey just fighting for his life.
Oh, Sundai Young from the short side denies that AWP getting saved, though. And Team Spirit, if there ever was a way to take a round, that is what you want, right? I think you're very, very fortunate that FaZe don't just cut their losses a little sooner and actually commit to fighting you, right? Twists kind of comes in because Brokey's stuck. Like, Brokey's saying, look, man, I'm either fighting till I die or And that's really it, right?
Yeah.
And so Twist tries to swing out from Elevator to give him a little bit of room, maybe assist the AWP. And you lose everybody. Look at what that's done.
Yeah.
You come in with this investment. Yeah, you've got a double AWP. That's big. But everyone else is lacking, and your utility's lacking as well. You don't have the ability to soak up a bomb plant here. You're going to be hard-pressed to do anything in a retake.
And again, Rain, just up to his usual tricks. Magix has been a beast on this map already. This time not with his Krieg in hand. Oh, look at the Sandbags AWP as well. The flash comes out. Roki will hit the shot. Necessity to get that kill. Rain also finds one, and blink and you miss it. FaZe are all over the board right now. They're winning every engagement. 3 kills coming from 3 different players. And Spirit suddenly don't know what to do and where to go. They feel like how Twist and Brokey did in that previous 2v5, just lost in the source. They at least have the chance to pick a bomb site, but neither one is any more enticing than the other. FaZe actually pull out of A somewhat. Still Rain to worry about. He's the early warning system, and he can even move in as well, but he's in no hurry.
Yeah, I think if FaZe, you know, make this statement by winning this round and kind of repelling another one of these A plays by just fighting at ramp, that's a huge deal in the grand scheme of winning out this first half. You know, Team Spirit haven't really shown us anything outside of this ramp control, right? And that's maybe to be expected from a team that haven't played this map in a year. And so the fact that you've just taken it down on a force buy, double AWPs, Deagles in play, and you're able to win it out so convincingly, if you get Team Spirit scared about these ramp takes, the only thing they've been able to lean on, then you're right where you want to be, and a chance at a 9-6 half has presented itself to FaZe.
And you mentioned the pieces of the puzzle earlier of FaZe that do or have played this map in recent teams, being Karrigan and Twist, right? Like, I certainly think FaZe is going to have more to show on this T side. If they're floating this map, they're playing Vertigo, they're going to have more than just this A ramp control, because you're right, it's not really anything else for Spirit. They've attempted B, they've been denied by Twist solo B like twice, and then the other time they went B with 10 seconds left, Brokey had the AWP cross. So there's nothing else to look at and go, this is working.
I'm glad you bring up Twist there as well. He has been doing a very good job over towards B, right? You feel bad for him in a lot of the A rounds when he's left retaking, but at this B site, it has been his bomb site to hold on to. Once again, playing over here, back of quad, smokes himself off and is trying to peek around it. It's very claustrophobic, but the utility is tearing through Team Spirit. There's more where that came from. Brokey catches the first player crossing, and as mentioned, you deter Team Spirit from hitting ramp. This is what they're left with. This B play is ugly. They're a man down. They're low on health, and they still haven't cleared out Twist, who's starting to thin the herd out even more.
Yeah, this is a mess. You've got a triple AWP for FaZe and almost nothing left for Spirit. They're going to get lined up. Twist looking to clean up the half, and so he will with his team. 9-6. FaZe looking ferocious right now. Vertigo may have been an unknown quantity, but we're starting to get more pieces to this puzzle. 9-6 at the end of the half. Let's see if Spirit can recover on their defensive side.
Oh, I see one up at this house. I'm just gonna go on the right side. Yep, on the right side, trying to go in. Other one's inside the house. Oh my lord, wow.
Right now, FaZe holding a lead at 9-6. Spirit about to embark on their CT side. They've been good at finding these pistols, getting the conversions. If that holds true now, they could tie this game up again very, very quickly.
Yeah, it's a big if though. FaZe look a little more prepared on this map, right? Spirit didn't have a whole lot to fall back on the T side. The A plays were good until they weren't. FaZe already showing a different vein. Fast into middle, 4 players. Mir, he's got the spot. Chopper 2 swinging wide through the smoke and hitting the headshots they need. Magix as well is even here, and Chopper's found a double before he eventually concedes mid. 2 on 4. Lots of damage done. This can swing very quickly back in the favor of FaZe, but suddenly it's all twists. Oh my goodness, he's got a chance. Do not count him out. 3 players tagged up. He takes down the first.
Yeah, 3. Sorry, 2 of them so low. Just Dexter, the man with HP.
Oh.
They swing it together, and it's Sumdai Young with 1 point of health to lock in that round for Team Spirit. It feels like history, keen on repeating itself, as it would seem. 7-9, and with more rounds looking to follow for Team Spirit, they're keen on closing this gap yet.
Yes, excellent. And really, with no bomb plant, we should have a full eco. So it's probably not going to be, you know, the 9-9 scoreline before the bye. FaZe will have a gun round before that fact. But yes, this is as close as it gets to guaranteed here. Twist with a deagle. Never be too sure, but let's see what he can get done with it. Otherwise, Spirit are going to be looking to make money, get that AWP in ASAP. Love to see some Dexter on the A ramp taking some spawn peeks. That could be fun.
Yeah, and already, you know, I'm expecting to see a larger kind of breadth of cooling out of this FaZe T side, right? That's something that we were talking about a lot, was how for Team Spirit, largely just ramp plays worked out, whereas for FaZe, you do at least have a lot of individuals who have plenty of ideas as to how they want to approach this map. Into the B site, FaZe start to pour, but 2 rotations have already arrived for Team Spirit. They should be good to get this locked in. And indeed they are.
Oh, did they find the A4? Oh, it didn't look like they did. Still stuck with SMGs. There was a gun in the middle of the bomb site, but yeah, wasn't able to grab it. That's probably a miscomm there for Spirit. Bit of a shame, losing some money. And it does actually make a significant difference, considering FaZe now coming in with a full buy, right? You do have the AWP, but you have 2 SMGs instead of, you know, well, another rifle. Not the end of the world. Dexter on the AWP is always worth its weight in gold, so let's see what he can accomplish here up on the A side. Not taking spawn peeks, rather just sitting back and relaxing. Like Brokey did, we didn't see Brokey really throw caution to the wind too much on the T side, on the CT side rather. It was just a lot of setting up, either on short with rain, or back up in heaven or the boost.
Yeah, I can also imagine, like, when you don't really have a crazy idea of what your opponent is looking to do or what their tendencies are on this map. Like, both teams are in that position, by the way. You know, it makes going for these ramp fights a little bit more scary. You're not fully aware of what your opponent likes to do here, because you can see right now, we got Rain playing around this little one-way smoke, gives you an angle up towards top ramp and short. That's something we see Liquid do a hell of a lot.
And already look at the fake play that FaZe are pulling into this round. Dexter will finally regress and get that AWP shot off, but this is all a ruse. It's a B round. Sumdai Young is here alone. Twist had some great anchoring on B in the first half, but Sumdai Young's calling for help. He won't be a one-man army for long. The rush is in for FaZe. Sumdai Young doing some damage, but he can't convert a kill, and the double entry is in. Carrigan leading at the forefront. Twist and Brokey responding as well, and FaZe's little fake back into B has worked wonders. They're being wrapped, however.
Yeah, Magix is here pretty quickly, all things considered, right? Will they be ready for a ramp flank so fast? Yes, turning on a dime is Brokey. And this leaves it all on Dexter, who will just look to save that AWP. It was the one big ticket item, and it's taken out of the round. A chance at a free upgrade onto the AWP for FaZe, but they don't take it. And I think that's important to note, right? Obviously, they're also coming up against a weak buy here from Spirit. That could have been one of the reasons for not taking it. But I think it's because we're going to see a lot of these fakes. We're going to see a lot of fast rotations. And if you need to be quick, you don't want Brokey lugging a big green gun around from site to site.
Yeah, rifling's absolutely fine here. And you know, as you said, the money's low. That's important for 2 things, right? You don't want to get pistol rushed with an AWP. But also, if you lose this round, you're giving the AWP right back to them. So why would you want to risk that? You know Spirit can't buy another one here. And so not picking up the AWP guarantees no AWP. And that's a relief for FaZe, considering it's far more potent on the CT side of this map, as it is really for most maps. But yeah, rifles are out. Carrigan is gone, though. Dexter with a random peek up on ramp to find that kill. Good start for Spirit. It's what they needed when they have weaponry like this. the one gun, or the best gun rather, for Spirit, put to good use. Young again at B, wasn't able to get a kill last time. This time has support, and Molly's going further than him.
Yeah, he's playing up close on the sandbags, tucked in behind them. Will he go unchecked? No one's looked at it yet. The MP9 is allowed to do far too much, and Brokey is left in this clutch, cut down by the players in rotation. And Team Spirit with a bit of support for Young in that B site, just someone else to pull the attention off of the anchor player. It lets him get away with a lot more than he should have been able to. So Team Spirit are keeping this competitive yet. Start of that round as well, it all gets opened up with a man advantage being taken over towards that A ramp. Carrigan not ready for just a dry peak, right? And you can hardly blame him. So often, you know, you get flashed in if you're looking to wide swing ramp like that. Now it is just pistols for the FaZe squad.
Oh, yeah, and that's exactly what Spirit want. They'll make mincemeat out of these armorless and weaponless players. Twist looking for a Glock shot at B, won't work. Oh my goodness, I'm lying to you. He somehow gets that kill across the B bomb site against the rifle. Put him down, Mir. That's not allowed. We've got a loose animal.
Okay, but look, man, this has kind of made it interesting. There's still this one B player, and they hold it. They hold the line. Brokey doesn't go over construction. Instead, he's caught fighting elevator. There could have been something there.
I'm still reeling from that. Like,
I can't believe
dude.
the Glock just...
I just called it off before it even happened. Like, yeah, he's not going to... Oh, okay, yes, he will. You don't see that every day. But good eco from FaZe, whatever. They're already over it. They already don't care. It's onto the guns. It's onto whatever Carrigan's calling at this point. Still having trouble individually, but this won't matter as long as the calls are there and he's doing what he usually does, right? Setting his team up for trades, setting them up for success. So here we go. FaZe pressure on B early. And Spirit are therefore freed up, right? They have this ramp info. Rain's been trapped behind the one-way for a while. And they are going to face him, which is a bit of a mistake, right? When that one-way's down, it's just so favorable. Magix, he may hit some damage, but he really cannot see Rain like Rain can see him. And so, you know, it's things like that, right? When you don't play Vertigo all the time, you might think you have a little more of a hope there, but that's just like a statistically dangerous play. Too dangerous to risk. And so FaZe with the man up now have the world as their oyster. They can execute into B, and there's no one here right now. They're playing construction.
Ooh, Olaf going to win this opening fight in middle and extend that advantage even further. Now he does get caught with nades in hand, but still, you know, you're sat pretty in a 4-on-3 thanks to the hard work of Rain previous in the round. Young once more trying to anchor this B site. Maybe that ship has sailed, however, and it's looking like it. It's FaZe dropping anchor and parking up. 11 looking to appear on that scoreboard. Chopper and Dexter left to save the M4 and AWP. I think getting these openers is going to prove to be key. And I hate having to say it, but a part of me even maybe thinks that at least right now, Carrigan could even take a bit of a back seat in that regard, right? At this event so far, he's had around about 30% success rate in opening duels, which is pretty damn low, all things considered. Now, oftentimes, I would supplement that kind of stat by saying it doesn't tell the full story, right? Carrigan's usage is in the info he gets, the space he creates. But when you do go and look at the numbers, FaZe's success rate in 4-on-5s is not very good either. And so, you know, if we could get a few more entries out of the other guys, out of your Rains, out of your Olafs, like they start this one, save Carrigan for the late round, maybe there's something to it.
Yeah, and we have, you know, some stars showing up here for FaZe to at least do that, right? Brokey and Twist having great games individually. No one rivaling them on the other side. And even this buy is pretty weak as well. Spirit have to go for it. Around the save, and it's a shotgun with a couple of guns, so, or a couple of rifles. So let's see what they've got in store. Young solo B with this Nova. Nothing wrong with that. Can tuck in on the stairs. And actually, it's a pretty good gun for that position, but it's already been naded. Pressure being put on by Twist as he lurks outside of B. The rest of FaZe walking back and forth between the sites, unsure as to where they want to commit. The one-way's down, but Rain is not up in front of it. He re-throws it. Oh, that's gone very, very deep. That's not what they wanted. Even with the flash, they blind Chopper, but no one peeks. And so, like, FaZe are faking out A, but they don't know how close these CTs are. Chopper now realized, and they're going to hunt him down, but he sprays and gets a lot of damage off Carrigan. That's a crucial trade there onto Rain. And now FaZe can group up and hit B if they want. Twist has been there all round long, or Olaf, rather, who's taken that spot. Excuse me, he's in middle. The map eludes me yet again, but this is still really good real estate. Mir's coming in on a rotate, and he has no idea that Olaf's out and about.
Yeah, there is this Nova deep down ramp, which could make matters interesting, right? Some die young, Nova, headshot, but not the killing blow. There is a rotation from Dexter. He's dealt with Olaf on this mid-lurk. However, the B site is already feeling too far gone for Team Spirit. Dexter's had to reposition. He takes another peek in, and now they're interested again. Now they're believing in a 2-on-2. Carrigan's cancelled out. He was trying to hold the site down to allow for this bomb plant. And it's the kill out of Twists that should have just sealed the deal that is this round.
Yeah, hey, you called it yourself, Harry. You wanted Carrigan to take more of a backseat, a late round play. Well, there we go. He has a massive 3K round. It all starts with him trading Rain on that A site and then coming into B with the entries.
And that's the thing, you know, I would never want to take anything like out of Carrigan's usual style of play, right? I think he's so good at what he does. It's very much his style, and it always has been, to be someone who leads from the front, right? But just till he can rebuild it, even a tiny bit more confidence with a round like this, where you put up 3, you feel like, okay, right, I'm reading the game really well in terms of my calls. That much has been clear. I've been setting up my team, and now I myself have had a nice impactful round. Hopefully that's gonna put even more fire in his eyes.
Yeah, you want to talk good on Spirit here, but you know, reality is hitting hard right now. This is not a good position to be in. 12-10 down. It might be close, but Spirit are on 2K cash with a full eco following this. Dexter has that saved AK, but really reliant on that to do something unbelievable when it's surrounded by USPs. And so this is FaZe's chance to close the game before it gets difficult, right? Or at least get in that position to do so. Back up A with a lot more players this time around. Dexter's peered into middle, and it's fully empty. That sets you up for a flank if you want, but you don't know who's holding and where they are. Twist is at least lurking around the bottom side of things, making sure that no flank is allowed. So at very least, Mir should be dead if he commits, but he is going B, the wrong read. Meanwhile, the boost on A is about to confirm what's going on.
Yeah, it's almost like, you know, this is, even how Mir's flank has panned out here is credit to FaZe, right? Twist could be caught. No, never mind. Nails the timing, falling back. And then, you know, whenever Team Spirit were going quiet, FaZe, for the most part, knew it was going to be an A play, right? That was really all we got out of them. Because, you know, FaZe have shown such a deep breadth in terms of the cooling. They've really kept it varied. You have to be ready for anything. And Mir, on that wrap round, you know, maybe if he hits a better time and there could have been more accomplished. This is just the cleanup of A. They boosted up Magix as well. He's dropped and the AK's cut loose.
Yeah, that was a cool idea there for Spirit. They put Magix and Dexter on top of that boost, right? And then as the full execute came in, Dexter jumped on Magix's head to see over the smokes. Now he immediately got put down. FaZe were very ready for that somehow, but I like the idea. Try to throw the one gun into the fray, and then Magix get to go when Dexter dies, right? But it doesn't go any better there for Spirit. Was only an eco. This is it now. FaZe 13-10. This is a full buy for Spirit. It's one that has to yield results, considering it's, you know, it's not the best, right? No orb, no kits, limited utility. Spirit didn't want a double eco at this point in the game. They want to get as many gun rounds as they can out of the bag. Rain again on this one way. It's been so successful here. They know he's in position. He's going to drop out after spraying. Meanwhile, mid's getting taken, and Olaf, who gets caught in the backline. Carrigan's already up ahead, and he needs his kill, or the round will fall apart. He's sandwiched between two, and he at least takes a one out with him. Twist with a crucial B entry. May have just saved the round as Brokey was coming through mid with the bomb.
That's insane, man. That has just given Brokey passage to get the bomb down. Twists and Carrigan might have just made this round possible. It was looking like it was gonna come together for Team Spirit, but now you get to have these late round pieces spring to life. They were waiting to cut down rotations, and when it didn't look like the bomb was a certainty, that was a problem. Now in the late round, they've used it to thin out the herd on this retake. Chopper trying to get out through ramp is pressured, is able to win his fight, and back in the site, Dexter's secured his. They don't have a kit. It's gonna be close.
I don't think so.
It's so tight. They don't have it. FaZe Clan 14 and a 2v2 that ends in heartbreak for Team Spirit. A matter of moments, proving to make all the difference. And that's the thing about Counter-Strike, right? Whether or not a couple of $100 difference, whether or not you have that kit, it might feel like a minute thing in the beginning of a round. But when you get to those moments, when the pressure's on, when one little round could have made all the difference, you lose it to time. It's stolen away.
That's such a heartbreak. I never thought Spirit were ever going to win that round, but suddenly they made the kills happen. Chopper's at least kept his gun. He ran away from the bomb while his team was on the defuse, just in case. And very fortunate he did. He's put it to good use, finding Carrigan early. Irretrievable gun for now. And Dexter begging for the weapon. He does have 20 more health. That can make all the difference. And, I mean, it's Dexter after all. You want him to be armed because he's already dangerous, re-aggressing up on the ramp, and these T's are walking up on the right side. This is a hard angle to hit. The sandbags can soak the shots, but not Dexter's as he eliminates Rain. Magic's on short. The gun's now gone. Fully out of the map, fully lost in the source here for Spirit. They've got to get it done with pistols.
Yeah, the fact that they're 4-on-3 does give them a little bit more room. Oh, you could see through the wall, through the pixel gap. Magic's got info that there were players up close on the ramp. I wonder if Mir's going to try and use this to his advantage. He's peeking through. He's the one getting tagged. Brutal scenes, and what was a 4-on-3 where you at least felt like you had a bit of room to maneuver now becomes a 3-on-3 that massively favors FaZe, right? They can go silent, they can set the pace of this round, they can choose where they want to take. Team Spirit don't have information, they don't have weapons, they're low on HP, and they're desperately looking for anything to give them an edge in this round. Sadly, that means that these players in mid that went looking for info pay the ultimate price. And Sundar Young drops the bomb. There's only 5 seconds. Twists needs the kill. There's no time for a bomb plant, and he gets it with a second left on the clock. The king of time, 15-10, and FaZe 1 away from knocking Team Spirit out of IEM Cologne.
Oh my goodness, they thought it was done, man. They thought it was over, knife out, over construction. What could go wrong? The third man in B almost wins it all. SDY, he thought there was a ramp split, right? I can't blame him with 2 over con, but it was Twist late to mid. SDY couldn't get safe in time. And 15-10, I can't believe some of the rounds of Spirit have lost in this half. Poor them.
Twist deserves so much thanks for this win. He has been a cornerstone for FaZe throughout the entire event so far. And it really is great to see, right? Because some of the debuts we got, I don't think we got Twist looking his best. It feels like now he is getting truly integrated into this team and emerging as the star we wanted to see.
And hell, a LAN player, this guy's been under all sorts of pressure. He's been in all kinds of finals, so this is not his first rodeo. 15-10, and Spirit getting dealt death unless someone can step it up, pick up the pieces of this BO3. SDY gets an opening kill on B. That will send FaZe right back to the ramp, but look who's here. Got Magix in this weird off angle behind the fence, and he's got a spray as well. Rain gone down, 5-on-3. This one's looking a lot better for Spirit.
Yeah, Carrigan and his motley crew going to try and tiptoe their way out through ramp. They might be able to surprise the short player. No idea. Chopper sidelined. Player up on the boost has been spotted as well. Mollied out by Brokey. This was a 3-on-5. This was meant to be a path to recovery for Team Spirit, and now it's left hanging in the balance of a retake at this A-bomb site. Carrigan and Olaf Meister Two of the all-familiar faces on FaZe trying to see this game through to the end.
Okay.
And there is Olof trying his best to make it happen. Karrigan looking to go above, but also beyond. Has dropped out the AWP. Mir left in the 1v2. And it's Karrigan to send Team Spirit packing from IEM Cologne. FaZe Clan will keep on fighting the good fight.